Hi there everyone. You probably heard about the control sticks, which type of control sticks is the best for you. So these are my opinions of every controllers out there. So sorry for the bad scripting. Maybe sometimes it might be a bit bad scripting for me. So I'm gonna try my best and show my opinions on every controller I have. So let's get to it. So I brought every single controller, right, except the PS1 controller. But the PS2 controller is the same as PS1, so I'm just gonna do PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5. So I'm gonna just show you which controller is the best for you. So I hope you like this video. So start off is the PlayStation 2 controller, which is the first one I have on. So as you can see, it's the second generation. It's run on PlayStation 2 controller, which is the wired one. And the buttons, I feel it's a bit same as the PlayStation 3 controller, like the 6-axis. Well, it makes me feel comfortable on this PlayStation 2 controller. So I tried some recent games and yeah, this material is different than the PlayStation 3 controller. So it's my favorite controller a little bit. So the buttons and these triggers are a little bit different than PlayStation 3. So yeah, I'm not saying this was the best PlayStation 2 controller of all the time. Well, I was thinking it was this a little bit good, and yeah, this is the some people believe that it's the best PS2 controller and the best selling video games that people ever played, this controller. So I like this original PlayStation 2, and it's my favorite, and it's the best controller that I ever use. And I can use it for the PC if I have this USB port, if I plug this to the PC. So the second one is the PSP, which is only the left stick only. As you can tell, you can see that the sticks are different. If you see, the stick is a little bit different. It's not rounded, it's flat. You can take a look at that. Well, it's very good, and it's a little bit flexible for me on my thumbs. So I'm just gonna do the next one. And the third one is the PlayStation controller, which is released before the Wii has launched on North America. So PlayStation 3 was launched in Japan and North America in December. So it's almost 10 years, just like PSP. PSP is already 20 years old, just like my birthday, when my birthday is December 27, 2004. So, okay, as you can see, the PlayStation 3 controller, which is the 6-axis type, which is released in 2006. And this is the best controller that I ever used. And this was my favorite childhood when I was a young kid. So, as you can see, and sorry if these round sticks are a little bit outdated, or maybe it's a bad material reaction. Take a look at that. But not all the controllers are like this, so I'm just gonna ignore this in camera. So as you can see, these control sticks, this has got to be my favorite PlayStation 3 controller, and it's one of the best controllers I ever had. And yeah, this is the official and real PlayStation 3 controller, which is a 6-axis. Well, it's very good for me, but the material is different than the PlayStation 2. As you can see, the PlayStation 2 sticks are different. The material is different than the PlayStation 3 controller. So yeah, the sticks materials are very different, right? Even though this one was replaced, this analog button was replaced to the PlayStation logo, and it's now wireless. This has got to be the first wireless PlayStation that they ever released. And when you press the PS button, it turns on the controller. And it can also turn the PlayStation 3 console on. So yeah, this is one of my favorite childhood, and it's the best console I've ever heard of my entire life. and I want to go back to the old days. Anyways, moving on to the next one is the Wii nunchuck controller. As you can see, it has 8 sides of the nunchuck controller. It's a little bit flexible when I move my thumb. When I was playing Wii mode and the nunchuck controller, it feels very clicky, but when I use this one, it's different because the round sticks are different and these octagon sticks are very different and a little bit clicky on top. Yeah, it's not the best one, but it's the best-selling console that I ever heard on this, so it's still good for me when I move some characters like the Bitrate Void. It's a little bit slipperier, but when my thumbs are sweat, when I try my best to move, it slips like that when my thumb is sweaty. So it's still not the best one, but I like it. It's the best one for me, and I really like this nunchuck controller. But yeah, moving on. So the next one, the 5th one, is the DualShock 3 controller, which is released in 2009. And yeah, I know this is the same controller as the 6-axis one. As you can take a look at this is 6-axis because this controller is lighter. And if it's a DualShock 3 when it was released in 2009, this DualShock 3 is a little bit heavier. It adds a little bit of weight more than a 6-axis controller. And as you can see, these button sticks are different. The materials are different than the DualShock 2 and 6-axis. So when you take a look at this, you see these sticks, the colors of the sticks. Yeah, you can't tell. So you can take a look. Well, it kind of looked the same, but it looks like a different color. So I'm gonna put this back and put this back. And this one, it also has a vibration feature, and you can take a look at these sticks. It looks the same as the DualShock 3 and 6-axis and the PlayStation 2 controller. So yeah, it has a vibration feel and I like it, but I like to prefer the 6-axis because it's more original and old, and I still want to use this controller than the DualShock 3. I know the 6-axis doesn't have a vibration, so I'm gonna move on. And the next one is the PS Vita. I know it has 2 button sticks, right? As you can tell, there's 2 button sticks, right? And I don't use PS Vita that much anymore, so I want to take a look at the quick video before I put this PS Vita back. So as you can see, the sticks are okay. So I'll give that a manicure. And the next one is the PlayStation 4 controller. The PlayStation 4 controller is the first one to have these button thumbsticks like this. Well, it doesn't mean it's the first one. I mean, the PlayStation 1 is the dual analog controller which has these thumbsticks on, that is released in 1997. But this one is the main one, which is the PS4. Unlike this PlayStation 3 controller, you can take a look at these thumbsticks. These thumbsticks has the round one, the circle, and the PlayStation 3 one has the normal one. It doesn't have a thumb. It doesn't have these type of circles. So yeah, as you can take a look. I forgot to tell you that this triggers is a bit similar to the PlayStation 2, right? It has better trigger system, like you can see there's a trigger system, and the PlayStation 2 one was this trigger system like that. And the PlayStation 2 is a little bit different. It's a clicky button like L2 and R2. So yeah, this is the PlayStation 4 I used the most, right? The controller. And another one is the Nintendo Switch. So as you can see, this is the Nintendo Switch which this stick can get easily dusted, and this is not always my favorite type of the Joy-Con, because this Joy-Con can get drifted so easily after a few months of use, or if there's lots of dust inside the Joy-Con. So luckily I still have these spare Joy-Con parts, so I can unscrew it and replace the Joy-Con to fix it again, just to save the money. So don't keep buying more Joy-Cons without fixing them, because you'll waste money on that, because every Joy-Con costs in about $69, or I guess $59 or $24. But I prefer that you had to buy the stick-only parts, which is only $5 or $3. You can get them in the online stores, so just to save your money. So don't keep buying these too much Joy-Cons, like a lot of it, and the other one, that Joy-Con sticks broke, and keep buying these new Joy-Cons every time. So I recommend you buy these sticks only and do a replacement. All you have to do is unscrew it and then replace the stick and screw it back, so it'll fix the issue. So yeah, anyways, so as you can see, these left sticks, it's not been drifted yet, but I'm fine with these two sticks. But once it starts to drift, like a few months later or a few years, or if they get dusted, the stick starts to go crazy and I don't like it. And yeah, I'm okay with this stick, right? But it's my favorite Joy-Con. But some people don't like these Joy-Con drifts, and Nintendo says Joy-Con drift isn't a problem, so that's not the thing. So next one is the Nintendo Switch controller. This one haven't been used for 3 years or 2 years. It's because this one got drifted, and nobody fixed this issue on this, because the left stick got Joy-Con drifted after a few months. Like a few years ago, this one got drifted and it can't be fixed. This one haven't been fixed for 2 months. Well, I mean 2 years. So only the right stick doesn't get drifted, but only the left stick gets drifted. And yeah, this is harder to fix. So let's put this on here. And another one is the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller, which is the current one that we've been using. So as you can see, these sticks are fine. This is same as PlayStation 4 controller. As you take a look at this, it looks the same as this one, like here. But these materials are different. If you take a look at this one, it has comfortable triggers like that one. So yeah, sometimes, because this is the only control on the PS5, sometimes it might get drifted easily after a few months use, or maybe some years, or it starts to get a tiny bit of drifty. And the final one is the Pro controller. So as you can see, this Pro controller, it sometimes get a little bit drifty after a few months use. It's the same thing as the PS5. So yeah, it's harder to replace the stick, and we don't know how to fix this drifty stick on the PS5, just like the Nintendo Switch. So I want to put it back inside. I don't have the white controller. Sorry, I mean my white controller is in another room. I didn't bring it, so I only show these controllers for content. So yeah, I hope you guys understand it more. So which control sticks are your favorite? So my favorite control stick is PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Nunchuk Wii. So comment down below which one is your favorite. Okay, so this is every controller I have, right? The PS2, PSP, PS3, 6-axis, and Wii, DualShock 3, PS Vita, PS4, Switch, and another one, the Pro controller, Switch, and PS5, and finally the PS5 Pro controller, right? I guess. Sorry, I forgot. Alright, so yeah, this is all controllers I have right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. sorry for the bad scripting, because I want to make this before I get to sleep. So bye. See you next time.